Oh yeah, are you ready now? It's Bash on the beat. Hello, party people. What is up? Your girl is back. Yes. Man, guys, I've been on a hiatus. And shout out to those of you who are checking in on me. Not gonna say too much, but the month of May, literally, guys, I was not at my best. And I did make a video. I made a video like on my birthday, but I was upset about something that happened, so I'll put a clip somewhere. And then I made another video on May 31st, but I still wasn't like at my best. I'll show a little clip here. So yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys an update right now. We are halfway through summer semester, which is my final semester. So we have 6 weeks left until we graduate, guys. Like, yeah, so let's get into this update. This might be a lengthy one, so, you know, grab your tea, coffee, your chips, whatever, you know, get comfortable, okay? So basically, after my last video that week, literally the day of the video, actually, I noticed that I wasn't feeling well. And long story short, your girl got sick. I'm not going to go into specifics, but your girl got sick, okay? And so literally I was like out of commission for the month of May. Like, I couldn't celebrate my birthday. I turned 28 on May 19th. Couldn't celebrate that. I ended up missing clinicals. Like, if you guys remember, I had to make up psych clinicals. I ended up missing one of those. Maternity, I missed 2 of those. Even when the new semester started, I missed the first 2 weeks of MedSurg 2 clinical. So essentially that's the reason why I hadn't really posted anything, because, you know, I was sick. But I'm much better now. I'm completely better now, as you can see. Ding. So praise God, thank God for that. So since the last video, you know, so much has happened. So basically I will give you guys an update of the first half of summer semester. So like I said, going into the first week of school, I was not at my optimal best. So I was like sick on top of, like, you know, having a professor who wasn't my favorite in the program, or isn't my favorite in the program. And she was saying some things the first day of class, which was actually on my birthday, the first day of her class, which was on my birthday, for MedSurg 2. And, you know, a whole thing happened in the classroom, and, you know, I ended up telling the director about what happened, because I just felt like she was personally attacking me, even if that wasn't her intention. Just like the way she was saying it, the class thought she was talking about me, I thought she was talking about me. I didn't like how it was handled, so I ended up talking to the director, and that issue got squashed. Honestly, I don't even think the director did anything about it, but I kind of like put it past me, and that issue got squashed. So we'll go in order for classes. So population health, we have on Mondays and Thursdays. Actually, this is our last week of population health for my group, and then we switch with the other group. So I'm officially done with population health. So after this week, I will be done with 1 out of my 4 classes for the semester. Whoop, whoop. So for population health, by far my favorite class in the program. And not more so because of the teaching, because the teaching is, but like just because it re-sparked my interest in public health. If you guys don't know, my first degree, bachelor's degree, is in public health, and I kind of put it to the side for nursing. But after doing this whole population health nursing class, I'm like, why did I leave public health again? like, but the good thing is, you know, I could combine population health and nursing, be a public health nurse, community health nurse. I feel like essentially that's what I've been doing anyway, like doing home care and group homes. Like, somehow I found my way into public health even though I'm in nursing. But yeah, so that class just re-sparked my interest. So in that class, basically we had 2 exams. The first exam I got a 95, but then she fixed one of the questions that she messed up on, so I got 100 on that. Second exam, which was our final, we actually did on Monday, so that one I got a 96 or a 95. And so we have this group/partner project on a county in New Jersey. We basically had to do a windshield survey, which is like driving out to the county, looking at their resources, their health centers, supermarkets, fresh food markets, schools, all the resources, everything that can contribute to someone's health. And then based on that, we do a paper. Paper's due on Monday. And then based on that paper, we come up with a key issue and then do a teaching plan as if we were to teach that community. So I'm doing Freehold, New Jersey with my partner. And our key issue is vaping. They have a big issue with teen and youth vaping. So that's what we're working on. We actually have to finish it today because the teaching plan, because we're presenting it tomorrow. So yeah, but that's it for population health. On Tuesdays, we have leadership and management. So that class is essentially just going over like our leadership skills, what we think our leadership styles are. And then we have after class clinicals, which is basically just like an extension of class with then exercises, like if we were a nurse leader, a nurse manager, and with certain scenarios, what would we do? Our professor had said that if we completed like 30 hours, because each of those clinicals count for like hours, and we're supposed to have a total of 30. She said that if we do a total of 30, then we wouldn't have to do those clinical portions anymore. So your girl finished in like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, so I no longer have to do the clinical portion. So yesterday we just listened to a RAMP speaker, and RAMP is the program for healthcare workers who are addicted to substances, basically like a get clean program where you don't have to lose your license, so it's an option. Instead of losing your license, you attend the program, get clean, and then you could work as a nurse, healthcare worker, whatever. Well, actually, it's more towards nurses, so yeah, so that's what we did yesterday. And in regards to that class, we just have like a couple of papers due, and then we'll be done with that class. For Wednesdays, we have MedSurg 2. Y'all, your girl is struggling with MedSurg 2 right now. I'm not going to lie, but I know I'm going to get through it by the grace of God. I didn't come this far to not graduate, so I'm making do what it do. But we learned EKGs, ABGs, all those stuff. We did cardiac and respiratory. Right now we're on renal system and complex disorders. So that's about it for MedSurg so far. MedSurg class so far. And then on Wednesday afternoons we have Capstone. So, we have Capstone. So Capstone is basically like NCLEX prep. So for that class, basically all we're doing is like 90 NCLEX questions per week. Our professor gives us a subject to do. So this week was Gero. So far we've done fundamentals, MedSurg, pediatrics, Gero, pharmacology, and Gero. Basically we hand in proof that we did those questions, and then we get credit for it. In between, usually sometimes we have integrated exams, just on like different subjects, and then at the end we have like a comprehensive review where we have to pass with, I believe, a 70, 75 or something like that. Capstone is really not much to it. Today we actually have a speaker from Kaplan coming to talk to us. They call it a senior orientation or something like that. So I don't know what they're going to talk to us about. Probably about like, oh yeah, join our NCLEX prep, we'll help you. But I ain't doing that. If you guys have been following me since LPN school, you know my feelings about Kaplan, okay? And then Thursdays, we have our clinical part for population health, which is why I told you we have to present our community assessment issue tomorrow. So me and my partner, we're trying to, work on that today, finish it up. And then I'll be done with that after this week. So basically after this week, I'll have free Mondays and Thursdays since I no longer have population health. The other half of the class, they've been having free Mondays and Thursdays, but once we switch, they'll start population health next week. And then Fridays, we have MedSurg Clinical. Guys, can I tell you, my clinical is in Toms River. Toms River, New Jersey is basically 1 hour and 2 minutes away from where I live, okay? So your girl has been having to wake up at 4:40 to get to clinical on time at 6:30. I'm not a morning person, so it's been a struggle, but by the grace of God, I've been getting through it. Clinical is definitely different instructor, definitely requires a lot, but I have been learning a lot more than I've ever learned. Like, we are on a progressive care unit, so we see and do everything. My clinical instructor, she's like, anything that you can see and do, you will be doing it. So I've been not putting in IVs, but putting medications in the IVs and a whole bunch of IV meds. Now that I think about it, I've learned so much. So it's good because I'm learning. It's just that, it's a lot. Like, I leave clinical sweating because I'm constantly on my feet. Right now I have 2 patients, but I feel like on Friday she's going to give me 3. So far my classmates have been having 3. She started me off slowly because I told you guys I missed the first 2 weeks. So she started me off with 1 and then 2. And so this week I'm thinking it's going to be 3 because last week I had observation at cardiac cath. What else? And yeah, we have our midterm evaluation already this week, Friday. Other than that, is what's been going on. I cannot talk. That has been what's been going on so far, school-wise. I did make up my psych clinicals, so hopefully that incomplete could be gone from my fall semester grade. Also, your girl made Dean's List for spring 2021. Yes, I got the email a couple of days ago, and I printed it out. So I had a GPA of 3.52 for spring semester. So, yes, your girl made the Dean's List, which I'm like, woo woo, yes. What else happened? For maternity clinical, I still haven't made up the 2 that I missed. For MedSurg 2, the director had said that I would, once my Thursdays are free, I would have to make up that day on a Thursday. So I'm kind of like, ugh, can't you just I did the iHuman, but apparently it doesn't count. So we'll see. Maybe she'll give me some slack for it, What else? We applied for graduation. Turns out they're charging us a fee. I think $75 to apply for graduation. I've never ever had to pay to graduate before, pay to apply to graduate, which is weird, but did that. And yeah, and we filled in our pinning ceremony form. So basically, the name that we want to be called, the initials that we want on our pin. I didn't even know you could customize a nursing pin because my LPN school pin, it just has our school name and LPN. It didn't have any fancy initials or anything like that. So that's cool. And then also who we're dedicating the pin to. So that has been what's been going on. Your girl has 6 weeks until graduation. I'm just excited. I'm ready to get out of this school, out of this program. Yeah, no, since day one, I wasn't really messing with this school. I will give a more detailed account of my views of this school once I graduate, just because you never know who's watching your videos, I don't want anything I say to come and bite me in the butt right before graduation, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but people do hit me up yeah, I'm going to NJCU, and I'm like, I don't know. They ask for advice, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. But everyone's experience is different, so maybe they'll have a better experience than me, but I just know that this wasn't it for me. This program wasn't it for me. But yeah, so that is it for my update. I'll try my best to keep you guys posted. I should be less busy once I finish this whole population health thing. But I'm also thinking about picking up some shifts at work, some bus shifts for the Mondays or Thursdays, depending on what they give me, meaning my school, like regarding clinical makeups. So I will be starting that soon. So yeah, that's it, guys. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.